Oh, I was muted. Hey everyone. Warlord Wolf, thanks for the resub. Appreciate it. Hopefully the mic is okay. I'm using the mic from my webcam, but I think it's pretty good quality mic. Let's see. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and play Keeper. Hope they'll have the removal spell on turn 2. But yeah, I wasn't able to figure out what was wrong with my other mic, my real mic. I joined that meetings on Teams yesterday, Microsoft Teams, and on yesterday's stream, I don't know, the mic was acting up. It was a bit distorted and stuff, and I was doing some recordings today, trying to figure out what was wrong, and it was still the case. So, yeah, thanks Microsoft for messing up the mic. But I think the sound from my other mic should be like pretty reasonable. Not too bad. Alright. Hopefully they don't have Shadows Verdicts or Extinction Events. Get in there. Miscast Digging Deep. I saw a list was miscast and I tried it and it was really good for me. I talked about it a bit in the podcast yesterday. But the best use I found is just to go turn 2 Endkeeper and have miscast for the removal spell. That's been just really strong for me. Alright, I do have 2 Mammoth, but I should probably just keep drawing cards while I can. Sidekind's one of the best cards in the matchup. Would have Miscast and Cyber instead of Free Dispute. I think Miscast is better against. I think it's better in this matchup. You don't counter Yorion, but you counter Cultivate and Heartless Act and Eliminate. And in the mirror match, you get to counter Adventure creatures. You can maybe even bring it in against red. Temur Adventures this is my list for the Pro Tour, yeah, for the tournament this weekend. Alright, they had it. Not the end of the world. I've got to rebuild, let's see. Probably do that. Play some red for my dragon, play Mammoth. Hey, Super Watch. Hey, Fighter Shoes. This Luke at Temur. Is Carbo not working? I was watching Kroki stream earlier and he was saying apparently Carbo was not working. Oh no, this is on the screen. We played this matchup a lot. I think this is maybe the matchup we tested the most this weekend, and it was pretty much dead even between Sultai and Temur. Some sets Sultai came out ahead, sometimes Temur, some other sets Temur came out ahead, but it felt super, super close. So if you like these kind of decks, it's more about figuring out how you do in the other matchups. I thought Temur was a bit better against red and white, I think, but maybe they're worse against rogues, maybe not. Not super clear, honestly. Let's see. So I could attack and play. I think I should just play that as a land. Looks like they have a removal spell. Not gonna fight over the removal spell. It's fine. People bring rogues, Temur screwed. I don't think it's that bad, right? You still have Ox in the sideboards. my teammates made the same list as me. Some did. Hey Seldom, I was actually watching when you beat him. He was missing his green mana in the deciding game. You found Doom Foretold to be a bad matchup. I was losing with Doom Foretold against Temur Adventure, but I thought it was close. I don't think too many people are going to play Doom Foretold in Standards. I feel like I've been running bad with that Doom Foretold deck in testing though. I was also losing to Rogues with Doom Foretold the few matches we've played. I just lost against everything in testing with Doom Foretold, but I gave up pretty fast. Any legends today? No legends yesterday, no legends today. I don't think I'm going to be playing that game at all. Luis said he liked it. He posted on Twitter some first impressions, and you know, he's not going to unnecessarily like bash the game, but I also think he would be honest about it if, you know, I don't know. I mean, it was a sponsored stream, so I guess, you know. I don't know, I've heard some good feedback, I've heard some bad feedback. I've heard the monetizations. It's tough though, you know people like to complain. So it's tough to know how bad things actually are sometimes. It's not, I don't know, I don't need more hobbies, more games, etc. So Standard's pretty open. Yeah, there's not much room for brewing, or maybe there is, but it's pretty set right now, but it is very... All the decks run pretty close together, honestly. I think I would have been okay, honestly, registering like 5 or 6 different decks for the standard portion. Oh wow. Pretty good. Dragon? Dragon for the win. It's pretty good there. I can put them down to 1 and they don't rip. You went with mono red? Yeah, I think mono red's reasonable. I think rogues might be popular. In which case you're pretty happy with red. You're okay against you're definitely okay against Sultai. I think you're favored against most versions of Sultai, or pretty much every version of Sultai. You're kind of bad against white. You're like an underdog against Temur, I think. I think my best bet is to just bounce Yorion, play bar, put them down to 1, and then I have 2 Bone Crushes left, 4 dragons. I can draw another Brazen Bar next turn. I can draw Epiphany to win the game. I want to have like 3, 5, 9 top decks that win me the game on the spot. Sight Cummings probably a win, so that's 10. What else? Spikefield Hazard. I have my 1 copy in play. I have like 2 turns to rip something good though. I'll make sure manually tap this. I guess Dragon is only an out for one turn because they get to kill my Brazen Bar next turn. That's not great. Yeah, I have a 2-turn clock. So I'm like a 10 outer into a 6 outer or something. Fortunate. I don't think I missed a point of damage at any point. Alright, now it's just Epiphany and Bone Crusher Giant. Little, like 15%, not even 12%. All right. So let's figure out how to sideboard. What was I doing? I was doing the counters. And I was trying out Klothys. Klothys might not seem great, but the fact that it doesn't get hit by binding's been kind of nice. I think I was just boarding out the expensive cards. Just super straightforward. But I'm open to suggestions if anyone's played the matchup a lot and has a strong opinion. Could try Ox maybe. Sulfur just for the Yorion? I'm just gonna bad. Hey Mingu, hey Tommy. Not a pretty good hand. Yeah, here for Wall of Blossoms. You'll have to wait. I'll have to wait till Friday. Do we have Fractas in our list? I cannot tell. I have to wait. I mentioned a few cards. on the podcast. What's in our historic anti-junt Abzan deck? Exactly, Gabzan is a secret. I like the mana base, the Temple of Malady mana base in Sultai. What should I do here? I guess I just have to play Lovestruck Beast and hope they don't have binding. The games where they get to hit you with binding are really tough. Foretell, so we saw Behold in game 1. Is the odd version of this deck better than the version of Shark Typhoon? No, I think the Shark Typhoon's version's better, but I like playing a bad deck. When I have a choice between two decks, I like playing the deck I think is worse, usually. I don't know, it's something... Next question, please. Someone was a serious question. Any magic cards in those deck boxes? Ugh. That's my pre-modern cards, Mango. Let's see, what's in my pre-modern stack? Prophetic Bolts, Mystic Serpents, Wax Wains, that's the gold cards. My beautiful, beautiful Ultimate Guard deck boxes. What else? Alright, so this, I get tracked by Extinction Event. Can I not get tricked by Extinction Event? Probably. They have like 1 or 2 copies. I think I can afford to play around Extinction Event. So I will. Do they have land? So maybe bouncing that like helps them? Does that make sense? No. I don't think there's anything in this box. This one's pretty empty. That's my pre-modern decks. When are we doing our pre-modern stream, Andrea? When are we battling? You're probably gonna crush me. Our decks probably suck. I didn't really get time to test them. Something wrong with the mic. I'm using my webcam mic because my Blue Yeti's still messed up. I don't know what's wrong with it. I was trying it out though. I was doing some recordings and it sounded like the webcam mic was actually pretty reasonable quality. Do you have any Chain of Smog? I saw someone post a picture of Chain of Smog the other day, but I didn't understand why. Something was Liliana? Is that like an infinite combo or something? I don't know if I own Chain of Smog. I doubt it. If I do, I have maybe like 1 or 2 copies laying in a box somewhere. Alright, I'm ready for the turn 2 floor heat run this time. What matchup is the Demon Bolt for? It was our tech against Rogues. Because you can't play Scorching Dragonfire and keep Obosh, and we didn't want to play like 1 or 2 Scorching Dragonfires and lose Obosh, so... I suggested the Artifact one too. They foretold something? So it's probably Behold. I didn't see what they did with their Scry though. I kind of just want to cast Innkeeper here. No, that makes no sense. I think this is good. Alright, so it's probably a Time Walk. And this is where Miscast would be the nuts. With Freox, I'm surprised you still needed Rogue decks. I haven't played this matchup much. I don't think just a bunch of Ox is enough to beat Sultai, but maybe it is. You know what, if they'll mill an Ox. Hopefully. Sperling said he played a bit on the ladder yesterday and he beat a bunch of Sultai decks, but... have to admit I didn't play a ton of standard at all. Is the mic that bad? I mean, I can try the Blue Yeti again, but I don't think it's gonna be better. I don't know, people seem to notice. Just different. I mean, this counters the sweepers. But if I use Dispute and I don't draw an on-tap land in my top... How many on-tap lands do I have? I have 31 lands. But 9 coming to... No. Yeah, 9 coming to play tapped, but I already drew 3 of the ones that come into play tapped. So 6. Well, I should do something. Does Epiphany even matter? I think so, probably, right? The 1/1 blocker is just good use of my mana. Lets them get 1 mana ahead. Yeah, Epiphany definitely matters. Seems too juicy not to counter. Well, they might have negate, but... I don't like they got priority there. Maybe they have Disdainful Stroke? They might have Disdainful Stroke in hand. I might not even play Dragon, honestly. Dragon is what, 9, 11, 12? It's not lethal? It is lethal, actually. I have Spikefield and Bone Crusher. Ooh. I think they have Disdainful Stroke. You think it's Omen? Could be Omen. Heartless Act? Well, if it's Heartless Act, I should play Bone Crusher. Oh no, I might be throwing the game away. Maybe they're just playing full control too. Who knows? Alright, I got all scared. I was scared for nothing, so if I played Dragon, I would have had... I mean, if I played Dragon in a Heartless Act Dragon, I only had 2 mana to work with. So it wouldn't have been great anyways. Ultimatum still wins them the game. You do get in spots was the Ultimatum deck where you don't have... What I found in testing was that Gargorath was the best card by a lot. I was losing like when I was playing the Temur side or when I was playing the Sultai side. It was kind of all about Gargorath. Some 1 mana short for that. It does good Dragon, attack with everyone, puts them down to 3. Seems pretty good. Oh, Klothys is turned on. Well, that makes it easy. That's not why I have it in the matchup, but yeah, that works. That didn't happen in testing games. Alright, so, I mean, it's kind of what happens in this matchup. Just super, super close every game. And sometimes it feels good from the Temur side, and then other times you're on the play and they go Wolfwhale Haven, and they hit you with the Binding, and you're like, well, this matchup sucks. Pretty sketchy hand. That hand does nothing. Solaris playing rogues, probably. Is this hand playable against rogues? Kai posted an interesting opening hand decision the other day, and it had like, I think his hand had 3 epiphanies, and he kept, and he said epiphany eventually won him the game. I mean, I have my best card, right? I have something to do on turn 1, something to do on turn 2. I'm gonna try and keep, see what happens. I think it's a mulligan. I'm gonna keep for science. Hello, Pico Denise. Is Rogue's a bad matchup for a Temur? I think it might be, but wait, what? Oh, nice. Wait, the crab attacked? Dang. Alright. Oh, never mind. I don't have blue mana. I was like, should I keep Dispute mana up? That's cool. That card, someone was talking about that card the other day. Cycling instant speed? Oh, that card is gas. Is that what I'm gonna lose to all weekend? People playing a bunch of Fumes in their Rogues deck? It's okay, I'm setting up the long-term plan. We're good. I got the late game locked up, chat. Just need to get there. I did mill all my lands. Oh, I didn't even notice like people were saying free Mammoth XD. That's pretty random. Yeah, Solaris is a streamer. He's a German streamer. Can I be streaming right now? Crimson Zerk, thanks for the good luck wishes, and thank you so much for your Prime sub. Of course, Chad, if you have Amazon Prime, easily the best way to support the stream. Alright, I'll save everyone some time. I can't win this game. They're gonna mail me. Even if I kind of recover, they're just gonna be able to mail me pretty easily. They still have Lurus. Alright, so in this matchup, I'm guessing this card is good, that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. And then maybe Gargs. And then board out the expensive stuff. What's better, Dragon or Gargaroth against them? They have Death Touch dudes. Neither? I mean, I guess this is 60. Oh, Side Culling's probably not very good. It sounds kind of expensive. What's better, Chad? Goldspan Dragon or Gargaroth or the Great Henge? Maybe I should keep one Henge. Gargy Boy, I think? One of each. Garg is, well, yes and no. I'm going to prioritize red mana because of Ox, right? Dragon's better against Harlow Sack too. What about the Great Henge? I usually like to get all my expensive cards. Alright, I'll do 2 dragons. The mana is nice too as Ox. Maybe you go dragon into Ox one turn. Sounds nice. Alright, pretty great hand. Just a bit better than game 1. Henge is insolent if it resolves, yeah, of course, but... Well, A, that's not true. Sometimes they resolve and they can just counter your next 2 creatures and you flood, but... It's also really hard to resolve against a deck that has all removal and counter spells. I just like... I mean, I say that all the time, but against Rogue, I just like cutting all my expensive cards, literally all of them. You start at the top end of your curve and you just bring in all the good cards from your sideboard and cut all your expensive cards going down the curve. And then at some point you're like, okay, well, gotta... So this is what I did. I boarded out Epiphany, I boarded out Henge, boarded out some dragons. I did keep in, what's it called? Dragon over Side Coming, but Side Coming qualifies as an expensive card. Klothys is tempting, but I have Miscast to protect it next turn anyways. So I think it's, should I attack first? I'll attack first. Get a little pressure out there, a little card advantage. Drawing a lot of red mana, that's going to be nice for the Ox. I should use Fatal Passage before I lose all my islands. How confident do you feel about your deck choices? Well, in Standard it's weird because I think lots of decks run close together, so I think my choice is fine, but I don't think it's anything special. I felt like Temur, I couldn't go too wrong with this archetype. It's like pretty solid against everything. And Historic is just kind of a gamble. If, 40% or more of the field shows up with John Foot or John Sack, we should be okay. If people went to next level and are playing some weird stuff that we're bad against, or are playing some of the quote-unquote bad decks, it's gonna be, I don't know, it's gonna be fun either way. The Historic deck's kind of fun. And I need mana. Oh, not really. I love that Gabzan picked up. Gabzan trending. You love to see it. This game is nice because I have a clock and eventually... I will... I will mill an Ox eventually in refuel. So that's why I'm playing my Innkeeper. Just use my mana efficiently and not overthinking too much. Zing! Dude, I totally forgot you can exile your own card with Klothys. Yeah, Good point. Solaris' black hat. That's true. He loves hats, right? He's always wearing a hat on his stream. I'm gonna play some historic today. No, I'm not gonna play my historic deck on stream. I might play some historic brews. I'm kind of intrigued by the Golos shells. You know, Golos was World Tree and Cataract. Before Calhoun, you only had Cataract, and you couldn't curve Golos into Cataract and activate it right away. Now with World Tree, you get to activate it right away. And you know, that mono red deck did kind of okay. And I'm guessing, you know, you can just basically play any monocolored combination. So I want to try maybe a mono black version. Maybe you can play two colors, but maybe two colors becomes a bit awkward. Oh, let's see. I want to start playing Innkeepers. I probably want that to be red mana though. And this is probably fine. I have lands. I'm on the draw and all my lands come into play tap, so it might be tough. If he has a lot of cheap creatures, I'll probably get ran over. He does not though. He does not. In most matchups, you want to like kind of, I mean, yeah, you want to be careful with Innkeeper, but here it's like, with Ox in your deck, it's just about using your cards and dumping your hand for the most part. Again, an island. They already nailed one of my two islands, so don't want to get color screwed here. No tax. So I could play Green Pathway Mammoth. Let's see, did he mail any more basics? He hasn't mailed a basic mountain yet. I don't hate Innkeeper plus Hazard into play tapped. I don't hate just playing Mammoth and starting to dash. So if I play Mammoth, start to dash, then next turn I can go Innkeeper. Alright. Unclear. I think this is fine. Alright, I should make it a bit easier. Demon Bolt, it's for the Rogues matchup. Fire Prophecy, you lose your Obosh, so that's not great. And yeah, I don't know. We had enough cards for Sultai. We had enough cards in the matchups. You know, we didn't want more red cap melee. So yeah, the Auto Tower was trying to get me. Disciple says, confused seeing a companion that isn't Yurion. Oof. That's gotta be pretty amazing for me. So I could go Lovestruck Beast plus Ox. Or I could go Lovestruck Beast, suspend Ox. Try this Lovestruck Beast plus Ox. Not like my hand is great anyways. Alain Chevanier, merci beaucoup pour le Prime. bienvenue, or welcome. Chevalier is like, I'm not French, why are you speaking to me in French? Could be Québécois. Correct, I get my first Strixhaven preview tomorrow. It's the Mystical Archive. The Mystical Archive, I think there's one in each booster pack, and I think there's 3 in the collector booster packs. And it's a set of 60 free cards, reprints from, I forget how it said in the email, from different times, anyways. And and there'll be like, a bit like the Planeswalker, there'll be Japanese versions, I think, in the Japanese booster packs was like different arts. But I'm not sure I have the art for the Japanese version to spoil tomorrow. Anyways, pretty cool stuff for sure. Do I have a basic left? I think I do. Does that make sense? I don't want one less card in my deck, right? Do I need more blue? Probably more blue is good. I want to keep a green up. But yeah, I'm spoiling that one tomorrow, and then on April 2nd, I get, alright. I was like, well, if they counter it, it goes to my yard, and I'm kind of happy anyways. So I was thinking it wasn't a big deal, but obviously I should have kept blue mana up and forced it through. That was pretty bad. Kind of works out though. Yeah, preview. Because there's a show, so I have to wait till there's the Magic stream tomorrow where they start spoiling stuff. But I have to wait for that, and then I can spoil my. So it'll be in the evening stream. I'll be spoiling my Mystical Archive reprint card. Then on April 2nd, I got two preview cards. Reaction stream. It's usually a bit later, so I don't know if I'll still be on. It's your birthday? What time is it? 11 Pacific? So it's like, I'll see. Let's see, what did Nate say exactly in the email? The Mystical Archives. The Mystical Archive is a collection of 63 cards from throughout space and time, appearing in its own dedicated slot in each draft and set booster, with at least 3 appearing in each collector booster. The cards I'm sending you are from the global version of the Mystical Archives, but each of these cards will also have a special alternate art version found in Japanese set and draft boosters, similar to the War of the Sparks alternate art Planeswalkers. These Japanese alt art cards can also be found in collector boosters of all kinds. So Japan gets the cool stuff, but also if you buy the collector boosters, I think that it's like the more expensive booster packs, but you get like better stuff in it. And Bingo's just making fun of my English. And Bingo, let's see how good your French is. Huh? Yeah, these Japanese always gets the cool stuff, except when they have to play NPL at like 4 in the morning or something. How many cards do I have left in my deck? 23, and they're at 10. Oh, I still have Lost Rugby, I can just play. Ayolia, je teste, c'est plus je m'entraîne que je teste parce que j'ai déjà donné ma liste. C'est ma liste. Donc je m'entraîne avec le jeu, ouais. pour pas être tout rouillé, pour pas être tout naze. No, I thought you were making fun of like the way